44.7 seconds was my best lap. I'm going to show it to you and then I'll break it down corner by corner. Turn 1 is a lot sharper than you think, so it requires early braking, which is done right at this first pillar on the left hand side. Press the brakes hard, get the kart slowed down, and just before the apex point you can get back onto the accelerator when you hit a middle apex. Look ahead to turn 2 where you'd want to drive in a straight line as possible towards, keeping the kart to the right hand side of the track now. A slightly late apex for turn 2 because this will enable you to hug around turn 2 and turn 3. This is all flat out, and on entry to turn 4 we're going to look ahead towards the green light. Direct the kart to the left hand side of the track now, opening up the angle of the corner for turn 4, which is a fast right hander, absolutely flat out, hugging the inside edge. Turn 5 requires early braking again, it's more based on feeling, but if you can see these two faded lines on the track, brake at the second to last one. Hit the brakes early, get the kart rotated, targeting a middle apex. As we clip the middle apex, we're now going to open up our steering wheel, directing the kart towards the right hand side of the track, trying to get as close to turn 6 as possible, where we're driving flat out, we're not braking here, and we're taking a middle apex. It's important on exit, you carry that momentum, so you open up the steering angle once more and drag it out wide. Cut back all the way to the right hand side of the track now, driving this in as straight line as possible, minimal steering input, but then veering back off to the left hand side as we go up the bridge now. This is the most tricky corner on the track, enter it as wide as possible, keep your foot pinned to the floor here, leaning your body away from the corner, early turning, throw the kart into the corner, will eventually grip, and you're targeting a late apex for this turn. Immediately open up the steering angle once more as you direct the kart to the left hand side of the track now to minimize the meters. As you head down the bridge now, your next important reference for braking is this strip as the surface changes. As soon as you hit that strip on the track, make sure to press the brake pedal, get the kart rotated, targeting a late apex for this sharp hairpin turn. Use the full width of track on exit. We're approaching our next reference point for braking, which is just before this pillar on the right hand side. Give the brakes a hard jab to get the kart rotated. We're going for a late apex over here, clipping a nice late apex, then keeping the kart in the middle of the track on exit. This makes the entry and angle of the final hairpin corner a lot wider for you, so you're able to take it flat out, clipping a late apex. And for the final corner of the track, it's all about placement of the kart. Hug the right hand side initially, and then veer off back to the left hand side towards the windows, and then keep the kart as straight as possible all the way to the finish line. Now, the fast right-hander was the trickiest corner at the track for me to adapt to. Initially, I was braking for the corner, then I tried lifting, but my lap time would not go below 45 seconds. But in my final session, I managed to take this corner flat out consistently, but I had to incorporate an early turn in, leaning my body away from the corner, and the kart would then eventually grip just as I pass the first phase of the turn. It took a few laps to get used to, but this made a significant difference to my overall lap time as I improved it by more than half a second. Let us know what techniques you use to get a quick lap at the Teamsport Docklands karting track.